just...
Have you, we're on, by the way.
I know.
Have you,
oh, shit.
have you not? That's
no, I've never seen
That's new to you?
I've never seen
Is that in fact new to you? That's been around for a minute.
I was just scrolling through Twitter right before this.
That's a bit, yeah.
Turn right to stay on South Campus Drive, then turn right onto Menaki Street.
Alright, so no, listen. So back in the day,
Oh.
right, farmers and gentlemen of great distinction
Take the next right onto Menaki Street.
Yeah.
would get paintings
Oh, fuck.
of their prized possessions.
Yeah, this has been around a little while.
Exactly, and like, so the prized possessions of gentle, noble farmers were their
Continue on Menaki Street for 3/4 of a mile.
And so, of course, because as you would back then, the braggartly way would be to show off.
Because that's like showing off your car.
Exactly, your car or your house or your big bling.
Or your
But
penis.
the sheep and cows are fucking impossibly sized.
Yeah.
And they're basically giant rectangles of prosperity.
I think they're romanticized is what you're looking for.
A little bit. And
More heft than their frames would have. Hey, wait.
they're like vans, basically.
Piggybacking off that, did you see that fucked up post about horses?
What?
No.
There could be so many that you're describing.
They're like, I think the question was like, why are horses like, why do their legs break so much and blah blah blah. They're like, well, because they don't really have legs, they have 4 large fingers, because it really has very little muscles at all in its legs, and it's just basically cartilage and bone. So horses are always running on 4 long fingers. And then everyone's like, I can't go to sleep now.
That's horrible.
And I'm like,
Just combine that with the fucking Soon horse that's in the window next to you. And
because you fall, your muscles like land on your muscles.
yeah,
That's what they're for.
It's squishy.
Yeah, and they're red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Willie really doesn't like it.
No, because that just reminds me of like whatever the clip is from, where like the goat has the it's like cloven hoof and then it pulls it off.
Oh, that's Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
The fucking creepy deer.
Mad creepy, and
It's really unsettling, and it's pretty tame, but it's just like,
not a fan at all of that.
No, it wasn't just the rectangle sheep. It was just the stupid shitpost comment along with it that was just.
In 800 feet at Henderson Circle, take the second exit and stay on Menaki Street.
That's what really freaks me out is when they show those photos of their steroid beast bulls.
Oh yeah,
that are like, it's like what Brock Lesnar rides to work or whatever, and the fucking bull has a tattoo on its little bull chest.
It's how else is every other farmer on the block supposed to know that you're a badass bitch?
Can't compete with that.
Oh fuck! How are they supposed to know? I hate that.
That's why, like, things like
Exit the traffic circle onto Menaki Street.
Nor his house, nor his wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor the stranger that is within.
In 800 feet, turn right onto West Montgomery Avenue.
the Twitter shit posts.
Seeing the foundations of water.
I can't.
Therefore.
Not a bad start to a podcast.
I need. Oh God! Stop! Stop!
The sheep is funnier though, but
Like,
that's
the
still
sheep
bad.
is-
Take the next right onto West Montgomery Avenue.
But
It's like when people like started drawing countries before they could really chart them out like
I literally
perfectly.
can't look at it. You discovered
In
like
a quarter mile, use the right lane to take the I-270 South ramp to Washington.
I don't know if you know this, but it's a thing.
This was the artist's raison d'etre.
When you gotta fucking let people know what time it is, you show off your gigantic square van cows.
Yeah, van
It's
cows.
huge.
That one, no, that one's like
And it's so look
too
how
stylized.
look how much milk and how much how
Meat.
virile
Yeah.
these bulls are, and how much meat and how much sustenance you get from this livestock.
my slab of a son.
It's incredible.
I can't.
It is absolutely 100%.
That's awful. I hate this that I've discovered. Like, That happens to everybody.
I can't believe
genre.
you just caught
you
on.
discover some new horrible shit post or image that just reduces you to tears every time you see it.
Yeah, it's dude.
Oh, fuck.
So, you know, and people from other lands will see these paintings and just freak the fuck out and go, oh my god, they're livestock. They're so healthy.
What are they feeding that? Irish children?
We can't go to war with them. Look how healthy their livestock is.
Oh, they can feed like 100 soldiers
Don't eat
with
too
that.
many Irish children. Only the required amount. You don't want to eat more than that.
Use the right lane to take the I-270 South ramp, then merge onto I-270 South.
Is what's amazing
Yeah,
because
it's a cross-generation art form.
it's an idea.
Cross-species.
It's an idea that travels across different species. Exactly. Here's a giant pig.
Oh, that's a big old pig.
That's just like an egg shape.
Yeah, it's like you have to
What
parse
did you type into Google to get this
square sheep painting.
All right.
But you have to parse the cute square shaped animals.
Yeah, that's for children.
Continue on I-270 South for 2 miles.
That were meant to show off.
See, there's a whole
In 2 miles, use the left lane to take the I-270 South exit toward Washington.
It's decided.
to do a horse like in that style. It's sold cows and sheep so far.
It does not seem to be, and I also can't find.
Because it's literally
And these, I can't find my favorite ones, which are the ones where the farmer's standing next to it.
And he's like, yo.
And he's proud. He's wearing his Sunday's best.
Look at me.
And he's fucking
I got
proud.
this.
And he's like vaguely holding some type of farm instrument.
Oh yeah, and its asshole is like above his hat.
Yeah.
Because it's that high off the ground. No, it's something else. It's incredible.
Work laser.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, leave that there.
Oh,
Glad the Barkbusters finally jumped on board.
I was waiting how long it would
In
take.
half a mile, use the left lane to take the I-270 South exit toward Washington.
Ghostbusters was advertising on this because I was not part of the original joke.
Yeah.
Right? So I thought, did somebody steal our idea and make a fucking dog company based off of this stupid joke we've been doing? Only to... Because I didn't know that it started from seeing a real company.
Use the left lane to take the I-270 South exit.
I thought it was somebody heard you guys joking about board breakers.
That's
Jesus
a big
Christ.
risk.
What a way to go around.
To fucking crazy.
Continue on I-270 South for 2 miles. In 2 miles, use the right 3 lanes to take the 270 exit toward North Virginia, Washington.
Barkbusters. And then, like, he's...
I was just pointing at it, just going, what?
why is there a company called Barkbusters?
Did you
And then I was
finally
like...
pull the trigger, Willie?
And I was like, yeah. Oh, they come in and they snuff your pups.
I still think board breakers and pub snuffers are probably better names. You guys came up with.
Doggo Destroyer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. That's really good. Destroyed. Oh, I laughed so hard I thought I was going to pass out.
Because I looked at that picture and I smiled, but I didn't laugh because it doesn't get that reaction out of me. But I'm sure you guys must have, like, it was months ago where it shows that Renaissance style painting of a guy grabbing a lion's mouth open, and the lion looks kind of scared, and it says, when your dog eats something, and you're like, what's in your mouth? That one.
I did not see that. I did not see that. I fucking died at these cows and bulls and sheep too.
In half a mile, use the right 3 lanes to take the 270 exit toward North Virginia, Washington.
Fuel division.
Sorry to hear that.
NBC was right. If I haven't seen it, it's you.
Use the right 3 lanes to take the 270 exit.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Oh, I guess we should start the podcast.
Yeah.
Started.
Well, we
Continue for 2 miles.
explained what the visual bit was, so people can play along if they need to. Anyway, yeah, there's a podcast
I
out here.
feel
Faint.
I just straight up, like I laughed so hard that like all the oxygen refused to come into my body, and then I'm lightheaded now.
I feed my son.
He is growing stronger. Because it's the combo of the stupid Ebola thing.
I'm getting more power. I'm getting stronger every day, or is it more powerful?
No, it's
I'm growing stronger. I think it's I grow stronger every day. The wording is so important.
It's so important.
It's so important.
Hold on, man.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
What was it?
Someone said that picture to Willie. I can't find it. It's obscure to find.
Oh, man. Somebody.
I am growing stronger.
It's just I am growing stronger.
It's the idea of growing stronger.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's something we all recognize.
And the glowing eyes. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Dragon Ball Super is real.
Yeah, he's holding those charge buttons, man.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. No, I think, that's the language we all recognize because my brain internalized that as I am obtaining more.
In half a mile, merge onto I-495 South.
It becomes that place of like when I see some soccer manager like cheering in the rain, my brain auto completes like a Super Saiyan transformation, and then you see the gif of that. It's like, yes, the media has ruined my perception of the real world.
One of my favorite ones is there's the tablet article, like just a little.
Continue on I-495 South for 4 miles.
It was back when people were announcing characters for Brawl. And there's some good ones. That's the old memes of just, this is a photo of a real newspaper clipping. But yeah, alright.
Somebody take this away from me.
Take what?
Just the conversation. Alright. Okay. Yeah, take the meme out of my mind so I can re-experience that again.
Isn't it like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where you go in and you can only get memes taken out of your head?
No.
I never want to see
It's oh man, Sunday I spent a good day memeing. Please remove that Sunday activity.
Holy shit.
I can't think about these memes again because it's too painful. I don't want to remember the relationship I had with these memes.
I feel like that's a business Tom would open. Like Thomas Strong. Like he would fucking.
But he would say, "Sure, I'll take them out," but he secretly implants more in the back.
But they're higher level memes.
Yeah.
They're not that surface level
It's
shit.
3 layers.
You gotta really get in obscure on it.
Yeah.
My brain is racing to figure out how I can combine that stupid sheep with that horrible memer Wendy's commercial.
For me, the memer Wendy's commercial is not about the commercial.
It's about the guys.
It's about the man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the only version of it anyone ever has is the one recorded off the camera. And fucking stop it. When you ask your dog what the fuck they're eating, they start chewing.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take exit 4344 for Virginia 193, George Washington Memorial Parkway toward Washington.
314,000.
Which is why it never makes sense why people use the name Delilah.
Cats do that too.
Almost every animal does that. Like a parrot will do that.
Oh. Yeah, well, sure.
Can parrots chew?
Parents will fucking
I swallow stuff.
yeah. Parents will like get like eating disorders and like fucking hate you and get like super fucked up if you ignore them.
Yeah.
And if you get killed by a killer that says a word, they won't even repeat it back to the investigators to solve your murder.
Only at the trial.
Because they're so salty.
Okay, so I don't know how true this
How many
is.
animals have been interviewed in different Ace Attorney games? At least 3, I'd say. A dolphin, a parrot, and there was something else.
Now I don't know how true this is, but
Missile count?
Missile?
Yeah, no, missiles.
Sorry, Will.
I heard recently that apparently, have you heard of like how they teach words to parrots?
No.
Apparently, the way you do it, and again, I need to verify
Dewey Decimal System.
That's correct. You throw a sheet over the cage so that it's just enveloped in darkness.
Okay.
And you just say the word over and over to
In
it.
half a mile, use the right lane to take exit 4344 for Virginia 193, George Washington Memorial Parkway toward Washington.
Comes in and says a sound. And until you mimic the sound back and you remove the sheet,
And then it learns, oh, if the sheep go on, mimic the sound.
and then eventually it's like, that's
Use the right lane to take exit 4344, then keep right at the fork to continue on exit 43.
exactly, it's
Those things are
it's breaking.
Those things are learned and retained better through fear.
Well, how do you think horses got ridden?
Yeah, there's there's two ways to teach a horse.
Do you know
Keep right at the fork to continue on exit 43.
No.
the reason why the horse whisperer is a big deal
Because he threatened to break its fingers.
is because before a whisperer came along, you had to have...
There were the screamers?
There were the horse breakers.
Okay, yeah, that's a term. Yeah.
And the horse breakers would break in a fucking horse by taking it into a room, isolating it, and fucking shattering it mentally until it was obedient enough to allow a saddle
Brought
on
it
its
down
back.
to the level of a horse baby.
Basically.
Yeah, there's two ways to train an animal: the fast way and the good way.
The reliable way. Yeah. No, you would absolutely shatter its spirit through various means until it was like, fuck.
Oh my god, I misheard you.
I thought
I thought you said...
He said various memes. And the horse has to go to the clinic and get them taken out. It's like just
You just lock the
it's like
horse.
Clockwork Orange. You just
Lock the horse in a room. All four walls are a screen, and it's just scrolling through 4chan as fast as possible.
No, you literally just put the horse VR goggles on the horse and make it spend a full day in VR chat. And its spirit will be broken.
You'd have to make a specialized helmet because its horse's eyes are on either side of the head.
Oh, I'm
You'd
sure.
have to finagle a new thing, but it could work.
The horse will put the saddle on itself.
Yes. Do you see? Hey, can you all hear that? That's the sound of Willie getting ready to kill everyone's fun. Because I said the word VR chat.
All right. So how was your VR chat adventure, man? Finally,
And
we've got this big tale.
I love this story. I love this story so much.
You wanna take that?
So this is a Vice Waypoint article. It's about the Witcher author and the Metro 2033 authors being interviewed about the relations between their books and their games, and it shows a really, really stark difference between the two. The author of the Witcher books is a crotchety, salty old fuck who can't stand that the games are more popular than his books.
Do me a favor. Take a crack at his name. It's right there.
Where is it?
Point it out.
It's literally on top of the screen.
Oh, Andrei Sapkowski.
Sapkowski.
Is that just? Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That
So-
doesn't strike me as...
So I have a few choice.
It's not lying.
Oh yeah, you would have the best shot.
So
at this.
But even then, the way it's put together is not like, I don't see any lies.
Sure.
How it's pronounced.
I have a few choice quotes from Mr. Sapkowski about how he feels compared to the Witcher game series, such as CD Projekt Red bravely conceals the game's origins. It's written in fine print. You need a microscope to see it, that the game's is based on my books. And where's the other one, my favorite? The belief wildly spread by CDPR is that the games made me popular outside of Poland is completely false. I made the games popular. All of my translations in the West, including the English one, were published before the first game. Now, I want to point something out, that he is abjectly, completely fucking full of shit. Because when I bought that first game, I tried to read his books, and half of them were not even in English. And people were passing around bootleg fan translations of his fucking novels in Google Docs in order to read the fucking stories.
His first point about, they hide it, he would have a point if these games were released like 15 years ago and the internet didn't exist. Because if the video game just came out and said the front end, like based on the books by Kapowski, right? But since the internet exists, anyone that can research can type in The Witcher will automatically see it's based on his work.
This is like Araki yelling at David Production, and I don't know.
Okay, so here's the explanation. All right.
Is he not getting enough money?
So here,
That's the explanation.
The second, he goes on to say that
He talks about Metro 23.
the second thing that he goes on to rant, he goes crazy when he wants to publish a new version of the book in the US, and they put a picture of Geralt from the game on the cover.
Okay.
Okay, he fix that.
Right, okay.
So I did a little bit of looking around, and I discovered why he's so mad. So in this article, he discusses how video games have no value as art, and they're barely worth playing at all, and they're trash. So when CD Projekt Red went to him and said, we would like to use your license to make our video games, here's royalties that we would like to pay you. He said those games aren't going to sell anything because games are stupid.
There you go.
Give me a big sum of money up front.
That's it.
Oh, you got rocked! Fuck you! That's great! I'm sorry, you're a talented guy, and that's really, really, really cool, but holy fuck, your ass got blown out.
So the CD Projekt owns The Witcher forever.
So here's the
Fucking
thing.
idiot.
Here's the thing.
You stupid man!
He's too salty to just let that bother him. So let's say if he did get royalties, let's say he did get royalties. If they did ask him about the games, I still think he'd be like, yeah, I don't really know anything about those.
Yeah.
I just reflect on my own work, and that's it.
He'd still be a crotchety old man video games this.
He like George R.R. Martin, you know? Like, if he had a fucking stake in the game.
No, George R. R. Martin loves all the other projects. He doesn't give a shit.
But I'm sure he's like, with the changes in the shit, I'm sure there's shit he's not happy with. A lot of authors.
No, he did the forward for my Game of Thrones comic book that I have, and he's like, the comic books rule. I love this. I think he's probably...
So,
okay, perhaps not.
And the other thing about his earlier point of like they hide that they're from the books, if you play
all about fucking bitch.
If you play
about the paper.
Play Witcher 3, the fact that it's based on a book series being hidden is the stupidest fucking thing ever. Because they're constantly talking about shit that happened in the books.
Okay.
And the only way to find out is, hey, fuck you, go read the books.
Yeah.
Which have only recently all been translated. So the best part about this article is they interview the Witcher author first. Then they go and interview the author of the Metro series, who's Russian. And the Metro series, I did not know this, and the article told me, is that he put that first novel up for free online as like just, oh, here's my doodle, and then it got popular, and then he published it, right? And the first words out of his mouth in this article are, oh yeah, he's a good writer, but he's absolutely fucking full of shit. What an arrogant asshole. And goes on to talk about his experience.
2 miles. Take the exit toward I-395 South.
And how he can made something new and interesting. And here's the big takeaway. The author of the Witcher books, he's 69. The author of the Metro books, he's 37. Right? This is literally old man yells at cloud. But like, it's so good.
Andre, are you sure you're not just hating on CD Projekt because they stack their chair to the ceiling and write on 24-inch chrome?
No. That's not. No, that's not why. That's not why.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And CD Projekt has landed every one of those shots with his tracksuit on. And he's still wearing his Timbs, nigga.
So, to all of you artists out there, to all of you artists and writers out there,
oh fuck,
always take the royalties.
Oh fuck.
Always. Maybe if you're broke and you need some money, take a cut of a sum and royalties, right? But always take the royalties.
This has happened lots of times in the past, like creators that own, like, you know, oh, I gave away the movie rights for free because I don't care. They'll never make something out of this. There's like Alan Moore, some like old folky comic guy was like, yeah, make them, I don't care. Or a book, like, you never don't care absolutely. Care a little bit just in case someone makes gold out of your obscure shit.
Early Marvel, you know? Early Marvel.
Oh, give it to Sony. Who gives a shit? Give it to Fox. Who gives a... Oh, crap.
Like, dude, there's something... And I don't... It's not just... It's not...
Gerald Tolkien.
Token?
Yeah, he gave away all movie rights for, like, I don't care. Just do whatever.
Yeah.
In a quarter mile, take the exit toward I-395 South.
Long and meandering. There's no way.
He was don't care.
And he died way before anyone ever.
Well, I mean, he got his.
Yeah.
Like, as someone who is, like... We're of a generation where a lot of the shit we like is shit that
Take the exit toward I-395 South, then keep right.
It's always the same way.
and
My parents were into the rock music.
There you go, right? New mediums, that's a baby's child.
Keep right, then continue onto Virginia 27 West.
It's like a baby's toy.
Yeah, any stupid, random, fucking nothing pop star can make write a book or have a written book, you know. But a comic is still a dumb idea.
Yeah.
A graphic novel is still a waste of time.
That's
so,
right.
You like anytime a new medium like comes along and is ignored in this way, brushed off and dismissed, and the person's own ignorance is the only thing they have to blame. Something just about that. Now,
Continue on Virginia 27 West for 1 mile.
We are old ourselves. I recently turned 31, so I'm feeling it real hard right now. And we look down on the trash heap that is the mobile market.
oh, for sure.
But if someone was like, "Hey, we want to make a project with you. You want the lump sum or the royalties?"
I go on this.
You dove for the royalties.
Dude,
If I know very little about an upcoming thing, I'll fully support it. Or if it could possibly.
What if it's vape stories?
In a 1/4 mile, use the left 2 lanes to take the I-395 South ramp to Richmond.
It's shadow puppets with vape clouds.
Yeah. That might be
Story runs is a thing. I
What
didn't
if
know that
our
was a
lore
thing.
becomes more popular in vape form?
Right. Probably.
Dude, like,
What if Let's Plays are starting to be done on vape smoke?
I will, if someone...
Use the left 2 lanes to take the I-395 South ramp, then keep left at the fork.
That's pogs. Here's your pog forms. I would shit talk that all day, but when the time came...
Keep left at the fork.
You sign those fucking papers.
What if they come back?
And you treat it like any other medium that you respect. Because God forbid your legacy in the future becomes only pog. That's the only thing that
And it's the
anyone
one
remembers
thing you
for.
shat on.
No one else knows you for anything else but this one stupid thing you don't care about.
Well, it's like
Continue on I-395 South for 3/4 of a mile.
I found out a little bit about George R.R. Martin and how he has a blog where he bans you if you ask him about Game of Thrones.
Yeah. That's like
It's the only thing you have ever done in your entire life that people care about. You don't want to talk
We will
about.
sit there, old and crotchety, wearing our Vape Nation t-shirts.
Yeah.
In half a mile, take exit 7 for Virginia 120 North.
Talking about the nation. The nation will expand.
The vape pack. No, the vape pack.
I can't do those hand things. My fingers.
No, wait, Wooly. The nation of Vape Nation.
Well, I mean, abbreviated as the nation.
Yeah, okay, the nation.
But
Take exit 7, then keep right at the fork.
as much as you despise that, you would take that money, you would count it, and you would fucking...
I'll take anybody's money. What is it? I'll take any motherfucker's money if he's
Enough.
giving
Right at the fork.
And there's something about, like, the only part of me that feels bad a little bit about these stories is, like, because it's all warmth. I love
Keep right at the fork.
fucking fool, right? You arrogant...
It's been a while since I've seen you just call somebody a fool.
Your arrogance
How dare you?
in your medium and shitting on something...
Merge onto Virginia 120 North South Glebe Road.